So hi guys, from this lecture onwards we are going to start with the HTTP protocol. So the underlying protocol that carries web application traffic between the web server and the client is known as the hypertext transfer protocol. If we talk about the HTTP 1.1, the most common implementation of protocol is defined in the RFC 70-30-70-37, which is replaced the older version defined in RFC 2616. So the latest version, known as the HTTP 2, was published in May 2015 and defined in RFC 7540. So the first release, HTTP 1.0, is now considered aborted and is not recommended. As the internet evolved, new features were added in the subsequent release of the HTTP protocol. In HTTP 1.1, features such as persistent connection, option method, and several improvements in a way HTTP supports caching were added. So HTTP is basically a client-server protocol wherein the client, or we can say web browser, makes a request to the server and in return the server responds to the request. So the response by the server is mostly in the form of HTML formatted pages. HTTP protocol by default uses port 80, but the web server and the client can be configured to use a different port. It depends upon the web browser, web server and the client. So now what is RFC? So RFC is a detailed technical document which simply describing internet standards and protocol created by the Internet Engineering Task Force, which is also called as IETF. So the final version of the RFC document becomes a standard that can be followed when implementing the protocols in your application.